Good morning from sunny San Diego. Welcome to Buchanan Buzz.
We have a special edition, episode 3 right now, coming at you live from social media marketing world. We'll wait a minute here for people to log on. We just accidentally went live on Lauren's personal account. So if you happen to see that 10-second video, it will make you laugh. I'm going to pull up the live on my phone, so if people ask some questions, we will see them.
We're doing this little San Diego edition of Buchanan Buzz. Normally, we talk about PR fails, but we thought we'd be remiss if we didn't give you some insights on what we've been learning at Social Media Marketing World, because it is a lot, and we're not even close to being over yet. So
yeah, this is our second year attending, and last year, Lauren and I were, obviously we were just as excited this year, but we have been exhausted.
Yes.
We literally get home and we're like, oh, well, we wanted to go get a drink, and then we're like, well, we've learned so much, we've packed in so much learning, we need to sleep instead.
Yes, and we want this to be a really informal video. Yeah. We encourage you to ask us questions, so we didn't really plan anything. We're going off the cuff here, and I'm sorry if the video is shaking at all. I have to hold it because we are outside right now, outside of the San Diego Convention Center, because we're trying to find the best place for lighting and volume. So let us know if you can hear us okay too.
Yeah, we our next session starts in about 30 minutes, so we knew that there was going to be a lot of people going to and from if we stayed inside. So one, it's beautiful out here, and two, we thought it'd be a little bit easier to hear us. Hi, Bailey.
Oh, hello, Bailey. Bailey's in Seattle.
I was going to say Bailey's coming at us from the West Coast.
Yes. How is everything going up there? It's crazy. Crazy.
With coronavirus.
Yeah, everything in the news. Stay safe.
Yeah. Wash your hands. We've been washing our hands a lot, singing a lot of happy birthday 2 times in a row.
Yes.
Here's our
badge.
Our cool badge.
Hey, Mom. You're late. Can you hear us? Okay. Just a yes or no answer would be great. All right, well, I guess we could get started talking about everything we've learned so far. So we just had our first keynote of the day.
I wanted to cry.
It was very inspiring. It was very inspiring. It was a woman named Jasmine Starr. She is an influencer. She's a photographer. She helps businesses with their social strategy.
The big takeaway was that it doesn't matter if you have 20 followers or 20,000 followers, as long as you're engaging with the people that are following you, you're going to be able to make an impact.
Yeah.
And she was saying that, people make a lot of excuses like, oh, well, you have 300,000 followers, that's why you can do this and that. And hi, Jay.
Hi, Jess. You are a very loyal Facebook Live watcher,
to Jay
so thank you.
Tuning into all 3 episodes of the Buchanan Buzz. Good friend there. But her main takeaway was that
act like you're talking to one person.
Yeah,
really,
because it doesn't matter if you show up and 100 or 99% of the people in a room hate you and think you're annoying, and because you're really there for that one person that needs to hear what you have to say. So I don't know why I wanted to cry. It made me emotional. I'm a very good speaker.
Yeah, she was a very good speaker. We've gone to went to 6 sessions yesterday.
Yeah.
3 or 4 the day before that, and then we have another 5 or so today.
And they're all so different. Yeah. And we both have different sessions that we've liked the best, but I want to talk a little bit about the TikTok session that we went to yesterday, just because obviously TikTok, if you read about it in the news right now, you think that it's 15-year-olds dancing, which it is a large portion of it, but
not even close.
There's a billion people who are using TikTok monthly, and it is the second most downloaded app of all of 2019.
738 million downloads in 2019, right after Disney Plus. And what was really interesting about the TikTok session and Michael Stelzner's keynote address, he's the founder of Social Media Marketing World and Social Media Examiner, and he was telling us all about the streaming wars and how Disney is putting all of its money into Disney Plus even before Disney World or any of its other products or theme parks, because video is where it's dominating the scene. It's the top, I think it was the top 5 of the top,
at least the top 5
at least the top 5 apps are all video. So that just tells you something about behavior of consumers.
What was interesting about TikTok too also is that the woman, Rachel Peterson, was the speaker, and she started on TikTok almost 2 years ago, but really has grown her following in the last 8 months. And she said she had everyone go on TikTok and search a hashtag that is related to their industry. So whether that's, I mean, at Buchanan we do things like cryptocurrency, accounting firms, bakeries, so you can look up any hashtag that you probably are thinking there's nothing about. I looked up hashtag cryptocurrency and there were 8.4 million views on TikTok of people doing that kind of content, which obviously you're thinking, like I said, 15-year-olds dancing, not very technical, financial, cryptocurrency type of things, but the people are there and it's an opportunity. And
and the people dancing are on it's the trending things on the For You page, which is different for everybody consuming TikTok. So your separate interests will show up. It won't just be dancing. But and a lot of businesses are using it too. That was the big thing, is everybody thought, well, it's just for teenagers or people to build their own brand, but it's actually for businesses to build their brands too. We were talking about a dentist who has actually doubled his revenue. He opened another location because of the money he's been making from TikTok and Instagram, just because he was an early adopter of it. No brands are really taking advantage of it right now, but they're not tapping into this huge market.
And people are also saying, like, well, dentists don't do those things, and the speaker that we just went to gave an example about how lawyers don't do certain things, and people put themselves into these boxes. But people, we've said this last year, we say it all the time, like, by being authentic and showing like a different side of yourself, you connect with people. People want a face-to-face connection, emotion. And even though a dentist is someone who checks your teeth and tells you might have a cavity, he's doing funny little videos, and people relate to that. They can engage with him and they find it funny. So I think that's been a huge takeaway for us, is like, just because it's not something you're supposed to do doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah, that was huge. I went to a session on LinkedIn that I thought was extremely interesting. One of the big takeaways I learned from that is that LinkedIn rewards you for using its newest products, its newest toys, is what the speaker, how the speaker phrased it. So basically, anytime they come out with a new feature, they encourage you to use it. LinkedIn Live is a new one, which apparently you have to apply for. I'd have to look more into that, but LinkedIn is one that's constantly updating and changing its features. So she was saying that you need to especially pay attention to LinkedIn because it changes more than a lot of the platforms do. So I thought that one was interesting.
I went to, so shout out to my little sister. She's currently at Disney World in the Disney College program, and there's a speaker here who's the former head of innovation at Disney, and started in that program, and I was like, I was interested in it, and I thought it was also would be interesting to talk to her about. So I went and was like, it's blown away by just the insights he was sharing and the way that you can look at your business and look at your clients' businesses to try and help them grow. And one of the big things that I think everyone should take away today is that a lot of times we get stuck in like a routine. You do the same thing, you eat the same thing for breakfast, you check your email, then you write the reports you need to do, and you need to like break out of that a little bit to force yourself to think differently. So he talked about setting aside, even if it's once a week, an hour to sit down and talk to different people that you don't typically talk to at your company or at your agency, or just break that mold a little, because if you don't give yourself time in the day to think and break that mold, you're never going to be able to continue growing and innovating and doing new things for your business. So I thought that was really a fun little piece of advice. So everyone, do something different today.
Yeah. And going off that, we were just talking about this a little bit earlier, but we think the overarching theme here is storytelling. That was a lot of what it was about last year, human connections. People use social media to connect with people. They don't use social media to be sold to. So that being authentic, creating a brand voice is really important. Don't just sell your products. That's like 5% of what you should be doing on social media, even less than that. You should really be trying to not even think about yourself, think about what you can provide to your customer and speak to them like that.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Jaw.
I wonder, is Johnny enjoying some Chipotle right now?
Or his salad.
Ooh, nice.
No, not
or
salad.
His
Spinach.
His loose spinach and turkey.
Any questions for us?
Is there any questions from our We have 9 viewers right now, so that's pretty.
Thank you all
thank
for
you all
tuning
for
in
watching.
over your lunch. We have another full schedule for today.
And then we fly out at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yep. And we'll
But
be
we're
back.
excited to get back to the dogs. We miss them. We were saying
Yes.
this morning that we just really miss them. Yes, Johnny, you are
You are late. You missed all the takeaways we're not telling you.
You're not going to be allowed to sit in on our session where we tell you everything.
Yeah. So TikTok, get on TikTok if you haven't
Yeah.
yet.
Honestly.
I just downloaded it. I was holding out because I knew I would get addicted to scrolling through the videos, and that is exactly what happened when I downloaded it, but I can truly see the importance of it now.
Yeah.
Was mine okay? My shirt bunchy.
Do you have any questions, Daw? Does anyone else have questions? We don't want to take up too much
Yeah.
of your lunchtime, but we just wanted to get on here for our, weekly episode, give you some thoughts, ideas, give you a chance to see our lovely faces out here in the West
Yeah.
Coast sun.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Excited for our next session.
Yes.
I want to go to Mari Smith, was a speaker last year on organic Facebook reach, and she's talking again about how you can build a brand organically without putting money into it, because that was another thing that they said was that tons and tons of people are pouring money into Facebook and ads, and it's getting harder because everybody is doing that, so the cost is going up and it's becoming less effective. So we're trying to see how we can organically build our brands on social.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining. She's joined on here.
I forgot who Mark was.
I don't know why
Okay.
it's not showing
I
up there,
don't
but
know.
thanks for joining, guys.
All right.
But I think we're gonna sign off, and if anyone is watching this on the playback, feel free to ask questions in the comments,
Yeah.
and we'll make sure to answer those as well.
DM us on Instagram, leave comments on Facebook,
Yeah, we're
Twitter,
just taking
wherever.
over all social
We'll
platforms.
answer all of your questions.
So thank you all for tuning in, and hope you have a great afternoon if you're on the East Coast, and a great morning there, Bailey on the West Coast. So
All right.
see you guys.
Bye.
I'll show you. I took a couple of